Eva Trades. All right. Happy Wednesday morning. We've got about 9 minutes to go till the market opens. Had a few things happening here this morning. So just real quick to take a look at this. I am about $30 away from hitting phase 3. That's all I need today is about $30 to get through phase 2. Yay! I'm almost there. And right now, as of this morning, I've done some trading this morning. I'm up $143.57. So I'm there. I've made it. But the day's not over yet. So we'll see what happens. I'm not going to officially say I've made it until the day is over. We had some momentum this morning, pre-market, 8 p.m., a 15-minute time frame. I was watching it as we were consolidating here, tightening up on this range. As we broke out through here, I went to the 1-minute time frame and traded it, which was right in here. And I bought this right here as it started breaking through the volume weighted average price. I added on this candle as it was red as a back test to the volume weighted average price. And then I sold on this candle as it was green up into here and booked a really nice $207 in profit. I did take a few losses over here on AKAN when it was moving up this morning. Right up in here. I started trading it in here, and then I was holding a position on this pullback, and it kind of gave up. I almost sold on this push right here, but I was holding for continuation. It didn't give it to me, and as it started coming back, I found myself deep underwater, and I sold it. I bought down here and sold and made back a little bit. I bought down here and sold to make back a little bit, but I'm still down 77 on that stock. That's AKAN. It's the second leading gapper of the morning. The first leading gapper, the leadingest gapper of the morning is APM. It's up 172% right now, pulling back. So we have our levels to watch. We have a support down here at, is that $7? That's $7 even. So that is our support to be watching. We did have a pivot here, but we broke through that, so that's no longer in play. Your high is at 958. That's not your all-time high pre-market, but that is the previous high. We do have another one up here at 1150. So those are the levels to be watching. It's an hourly inside bar. 15-minute higher low is what we're scouting on this. We've pulled back enough here that we could be in equilibrium territory. We've given back more than 50% of this move up. So keeping an eye out for that. Consolidating on CNSP on the 15-minute here now. We have a two-bar pullback on that 15-minute time frame, 1-minute downtrend. 5-minute, we'd only be looking for a bounce and a lower high on a bounce, unless we have a lot of momentum and we push straight up through 220. Where are the levels we're watching? Well, we didn't form any support on the way up, so I could look at the 1-minute time frame and say, well, we have something there. And that's about where we're at right now. We're down below $2, down below the volume weighted average price. We have the EMA crossovers back to the bears. So yeah, right now it's just a downtrend, just consolidating. So we'll wait and see if we get a trend change on the 1-minute. SNTG was the latest one to come up. I made a little bit of money on that one. Right here as we pulled back to the volume weighted average price, and I jumped in it, I think on this candle, and sold as it broke out here, and then I did a little scalp trade after it broke $4. And this looks good here to me for a move up and a break through the high. Being cautious though, we have a big red volume candle here. That's kind of a red flag. At least it can be sometimes, but we'll see. This is pre-market. Things are a little different. 5 minutes to go till the market opens. We have our support down here at 350, 365. I really should change the color of these because I have a hard time seeing my my prices, but it's just been that way for a couple of years. I don't know. Okay, so that's our support down there. Starting to roll over. It's yeah, great big 15-minute candle. And we're just pulling back. We do have a pivot way down here. There is your high of yesterday. That's where we topped out here. Interesting. We got lines from yesterday. Let's just clear everything out. Start over. So that high of yesterday right there. Pivot here. There we go. Okay. So we're consolidating below the high of yesterday. Good thing. Tightening up. SNTG hopefully will continue to tighten up. We do have that support down here at 965. Or, sorry, 365. Let's go take a look at AKAN, the second leading gapper. And I suppose I should have this over on the main screen. Yeah, actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to trade places with CNSP. So AKAN, CNSP. Okay, so AKAN is, and the reason I traded places, CNSP is, if you notice, is consolidating. Pretty good here. It's below $2. I don't like it as much as I did before. And AKAN, while it was consolidating on the hourly time frame, it has put in a nice little bounce here. We see we did pull back and we broke the low of that last candle, but bulls bought the dip. Still on the 15-minute, we're just looking for, well, we're looking for a higher low. This was our last higher low, and now, well, this is our current higher low. You can call that a higher low because we broke out over that last candle, so that is a higher low. Now we want to see a higher high above 265. Volume profile looks pretty good. If we go to the, what are we on here? Oh, this is the 15-minute. Let's go down to the lower time frame. I thought something was weird. All right, 5-minute time frame. We had a 5-minute downtrend. Now we have a higher low and higher high. So we have changed the 5-minute trend back to the bulls. And anytime you have a trend change, and especially with this kind of follow through, that is a good indication that your hourly higher low has been set. It's not definite, but it's a good indication that it's likely the hourly higher low has been set. And now we're looking up at 265. So we'll see. We are pulling back quite a ways here, giving up a little more than I'd like to see, but it's all right. One minute to go till the market opens. So good luck in your trading today. Look at this equilibrium over here. As we are tightening up, we might break here before the bell rings. If we're going to break. That's a $4.30. That's that daily level, isn't it? Okay. 30 seconds to go. I'm going to put my blue line in because that's what I use for daily levels. So now we have that. Rejecting hard off of 850 here on APM. Look at that. Wow. So the leading gap are really giving it up there. We have a support down at $6 on the larger time frame. Market's open. There's that $6 support. There's the bull break on SNTG. I'm going to try to buy it. Let's see if it'll let me in here. My stop loss is way too tight. That's too bad. Took a loss like that. I didn't adjust my stop before I got in that. Massive move there on APM. I almost bought this dip, but I just wasn't sure I wanted to. I think we might have just gotten halted on it. Yeah, I think we just got halted. Yep, APM is halted. I'm going to buy for the breakthrough 250 on AKAN. Looking up at 265. Remember, we had that 5-minute trend change, and we're looking for that hourly higher low to be set. I want to see the breakthrough 265. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and sell it right there. So that was nice, making back the loss. Actually, the loss I had was on SNTG, wasn't it? But making back the loss I took pre-market on AKAN, at least. Going to widen my stop out now on AKAN. I want to get in right there, but let's see. It's a nice dip, so I'm going to try to jump in this for that pullback. And I'm going to get back out. So giving back some of that profit. I didn't like the way it was dropping like that. Down here at the volume weighted average price. You know, I will jump in it back at the volume weighted average price. Nope, back out. Wasn't holding. So I'm back to just about where I was when I started, when the bell rang. Right at about $123. We have another one that's halted, PACW. I don't remember even seeing that on the list anywhere. Wow. I do like that. I'm not sure I want to buy a halt resumption on APM. We also have GDC that's halted. Let's see here. PACW. So PACW is halted. We have a resistance up here, 673. Another one at 712. I'm long SNTG. Adding to it, looking for the break. I'm actually just going to flatten it all right there. Maybe buy a pullback on it. Okay, there's the pullback buy. And I'm going to get back out. Didn't really. Yeah. There's a break. Oops. Oh, I didn't get to sell in time. Let's hope it pops back up. Oh, man, I got in that, and it's like I didn't have enough time to get back out. Look at this thing whipping around. Oh, I got a little dialogue here. Thinkorswim threw up. So I'm kind of getting screwed on this one. See this dialogue down here? Thinkorswim threw that up, and now I'm going to have to wait, see if it pops back up again. I'm just going to sell half of that for a loss. That's unfortunate. I hate those little dialogues that Thinkorswim throws up there. It seems really unnecessary. Yeah, I'm going to get back out of that. Ah, that's too bad. SNTG really whipping around. And of course, maybe it's going to go higher here. Okay, let's try it. Bulls are showing some strength. I'm ready to sell this time. Okay, so I sold half. Let's see if we get a move up to $5. There it is. I'm going to sell the rest there. Oh, it might be halted. It's possible. I sold right at the halt. Let's see. Speaking of halts, APM should be resuming at 6:36, which is right about now. I don't know that I want to buy it. Yeah, so it resumed lower. So I'm glad I wasn't in that one. When they halt below the VWAP, a lot of times they'll open a little bit lower. Doesn't always happen, but I've seen it happen. 8 p.m. now breaking out over the high of day. So SNTG was really tricky there. Really glad I was able to get back in it and make some money on that. Jumping into APM. Let's see if we get a move through $9. Yeah, it's just not going fast enough for me, so I got back out. Here I am, right back at $123 again. Oh, man. I am interested in SNTG. What time is halt resumption on that? So that should be 6:41. So I'm going to pay attention to SNTG for halt resumption. Get my stop loss ready here. When I say get my stop loss ready, oh, I apologize. I didn't even have you on the charts there. So I don't know how much of that you missed. But yeah, I hope I caught this trade on SNTG. I don't know if that got recorded, but I got in it on, I kept taking losses in here and I finally got in it and sold it just as it got halted. Then APM here, I tried to take a trade on a pullback here, but it just wasn't moving higher. I wanted it to break through 9. So I took a small loss on that as it pulled back. PACW. I'm long PACW up at $7. There's the break. Oh, another dialogue. Almost messed me up again. There's the break through the high, 712. Okay, so I'm all out PACW. That was a nice trade for $16. So let's see what we get on SNTG here. I'm actually long now on IMGN over here. I'm just going to go ahead and take a quick profit there. Not making a lot on that. I want to get back over here and watch SNTG. So, okay, we have another minute, I guess. So I'm sitting up at $143 on my day. Candle range here on SNTG on that 1 minute is 95 cents. So down here, I've chosen 90 cents as my stop loss. So that's going to, let me see. Maybe I'll go with like 80 cents instead. So when I click go, it's going to change my share size. And then it's going to oh, wait a minute. Now let's do this again. So it's going to go down there and change that. All right, so I'm good to go. Back up to the charts. IMGN, look at that. Could have held that. That breakout's pretty nice there. And PACW looks like it might be doing something. Oh, look at that halt resumption. Wow. SNTG, anybody getting in that halt is paying the price for it now. So I will not be buying that. Really glad I wasn't in that. I hope you weren't. Kind of makes me nervous. So that's 2 halts now, one on APM that opened lower, and then one on SNTG that opened lower. We did have PACW though, where it opened higher. So we do have a tightening range over here on APM with your high, low, lower high, looking for a higher low. Note that we are pulling back on IMGN. Looking like we might pull back on PACW. We are pulling, well, we're dropping lower on AKAN. We had that pullback on SNTG. Pulling back a little bit on APM. What is the overall market doing? SPY? SPY pulling back, actually. SPY with a little equilibrium. I'm tempted to want to jump in this right here, but I don't know. I'm long SNTG again. I'm going to flatten it. I think I made like 83 cents on that. I really didn't want to hold it for that halt because I think it's halted again. And considering the fact that the last one it opened lower, I wasn't sure I wanted to get stuck in a halt on that. So that was my reason for exiting really quick. Maybe it's not halted. Okay. Well, I'm going long over here on IMGN. No, I'm going to get out. Take the loss. Back down to the $120 range. I can't seem to get out of that. Can't seem to break out of that range. Well, could be the writing is on the wall. Maybe my day is about done. Okay, I am long PACW here. Adding to it. I'm going to flatten it all right there. Beautiful. I'm getting back in PACW on that little pullback. I'm long IMGN. Getting back out of PACW there. There goes IMGN, taking my profit at the high. I'm going to get back in. Stop is a little too tight. I'm going to get back out because my stop is so tight. Let's widen that stop loss out. No point in taking an unnecessary loss. I'm long over here on SNTG. Going to look for the breakthrough $5. Nah, it's just not happening quick enough for me. There's CHGG. Let's see if we can make a little bit on that one. So I'm long there. I made 40 cents. Big whopping 40 cents. All right, so I'm all out of everything right now. PACW maybe is going to go here. Keep half an eye on it. I'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. There's the break. And I'm going to add to it. I'll sell half. Why not? I'm long over there again. I'm all out on PACW. I sold that. Watching for the break here on SNTG. Is it gonna do it? I'm looking for a short squeeze. Nope, I'm gonna get back out. It just doesn't look like it wants to do it. See if IMGN can break out over the high. There it is. I'll add to that. We do have a resistance up at 1181. I'm going to sell half right there. And I'll flatten the rest right there. You know what? Let's play this for the move up to the high. There it is. Little scalp trades, and there we go. Not bad. Looks like SNTG still wants to try to break, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just like, I'm tired of trying to get in it. It keeps on failing. I keep taking small losses on it. And look at IMGN just taking off. IMGN has a high float. 224 million in the float. I don't normally trade stocks that have that high of a float, but hey, if it's going to give me money, I'll take it. All right. Well, I don't know what this trade review is going to look like today, so I think I'm going to stop trading. I've traded a lot, so it's going to be difficult probably to get through the trade review with any kind of, I want to make it as short as possible. Okay, so I'm up $203.31 on my day. I have made it to phase 3. Hoorah! That means my profits will double. So now my daily goal is going to become $100 a day starting tomorrow. Stay tuned for the trade review coming up right after this. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a good day. Bye.